portal, coffee.
Oh, so you just take it out. So you just like.
Yeah. Little circle.
That makes sense. You know what but hey, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for
Of
having me. This
course.
is weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
This is
You
weird.
actually do your own kind of show, right?
I
You
do my own show, and doing this, getting invited to a show and being on a show that isn't mine is. Let's just say it's jarring.
It's
Like
jarring.
It's stuck into a jar.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, you don't want don't be in jar. Don't do that. Don't do that. I've
it's not
heard
really a
it.
choice half the time.
Yeah.
They just put me there.
Well, you seem to enjoy it, so I guess it's a good way to street, right?
Yeah, it is pretty good.
I love
Was
to
that
see
a
that.
Powerade?
It's this like beast, like hard energy. It's like Monster, but it's alcohol in it.
Dude, it's wait. Is it 5 o'clock there?
No.
Dude, come on. Right before 5 o'clock? Come on.
Well, no, it's actually 6:30, but yeah.
Oh. Okay, that makes much more sense.
No, I wouldn't just like it's not like man, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? You know.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly.
Love the song.
But hey, for those who are at home never been to one of these shows, this is a fun little VTuber talk show I like to host each and every week where we interview a brand new VTuber to get to know them for a little bit. And today we have a lovely little imp over here. How about you introduce yourself to the very few people who might not know who you are?
Hello, I am Silence. I am the Coffee Imp. I run a talk show where I also bring VTubers on to talk about hot topics and hot takes to give their opinions and defend their opinions against everyone else who may have different ones. Other than that, I'm just generally a gamer. I play shit. I do community events. I try to hold everything, and I'm just kind of here.
Nice.
Other than that, I just have coffee. Although, help me, yeah, he's got me here. He's chained to the leg. I can't move.
Wait, what? No, I promise. It's totally optional to be here. You didn't have to be here.
This is not optional. This is not legit. This is help.
I totally don't have his coffee reserves in the back right now on hostage.
You know, at least you're. Wait, question: are you putting pineapple in it?
Maybe.
You sick monster.
Monster.
Can't believe it.
But you know, it's just be chill. It's be cool. For those who don't know, the way this works, that I'll be running with 15 questions. We'll be asking 15 questions to a lovely guest here. These questions go into how they first got started, get into like the goals, aspirations, the model ideas, some tips and tricks on like maybe some streaming mottos, and then some fun facts about you. It'll be fun. It'll be chill. It'll be cool. It'll be awesome. We also have a spin to win, little redeem that people can actually redeem.
Spin to win.
That people can actually hit. If people redeem this, like Will did, I will. Then a random question will pop up and you have to answer it.
Do I have to answer it?
You have to answer it.
Damn.
Don't worry, there's nothing too spicy. We'll see.
Oh no, now you're making me depressed, man. I thought you're gonna hit me in this. I thought you're gonna hit me in the dark spots. Come on, man.
Yeah, never. But speaking of which, let's start with the question wheel. Because Will would like to ask you a question.
Let's see what the question is.
See what Will would like to ask.
Love questions.
All right, let's see. Hey, this could be a controversial question.
Yay.
Favorite anime?
I don't really have a favorite overall one. I usually go by genre.
Okay.
If I have to go like overall favorite one though, just saying it right now, it's either. You know what? Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Same.
I love Al, and I love Alpha, and the entire story is just really good. But if I couldn't choose that, I think second would have to be probably. It's really hard to choose. I've seen a lot. I'd have to say, for at least me personally, it'd have to be Bald Noah Zero, because that's what actually got me into anime.
Oh no, that's a good one. That's a classic. I like that one. That's a good one.
I love Mecha.
Mecha's good. Mecha is good. Will likes Mecha. Will is a huge Mecha fan.
Very good.
Very good. Also, Nightcrawler. Are you related to Nightcrawler?
Actually, I kind of inspired my design of it. I really did like
Oh.
Nightcrawler. I have cosplayed him for like Halloween and shit like that.
Mm.
I really do like Nightcrawler. I even dyed my hair blue once.
Ooh, see that'd be cool. I would love to see that. I would love to see that. And you're being super small. You could probably cosplay him pretty
Yes.
well.
The thing is, my original character, just a fun little tidbit, my original character design was blue.
Say again. Sorry.
My original character was actually like before I got red and decided to be an imp, I was actually gonna be blue.
Oh, that'd be a cool little
Hey, my
skin
guess?
change. Yeah, there you go. See, look, it's Nightcrawler. Perfect.
Angel mode.
It's angel mode. Look, you're so innocent. Look so innocent. See, you look so nice. So nice. Just yesterday,
Not
I
bad.
watched the recent Deadpool versus and Wolverine fantastic film. I actually just watched it
Very
yesterday
good.
as well,
Very
and I
good.
actually really liked it a lot too. It was really good, really good. There
Very
was
good.
a Nightcrawler kind of person that was there.
I don't think I remember the Nightcrawler type person.
It
If I
was
remember
it was like
correctly,
the
it was like,
demon looking guy, but like he teleports too.
oh, that's Zazel. That's his dad.
Yeah, yeah. Zazel.
Azazel.
Aziz.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big comic book nerd too. Say something about comics, and I'll probably know it.
Hey, go for it. I grew up watching anime and playing video games. Video games is
Both.
definitely my jam. Like I know like a lot about it. But anime is like the next step. Comic books I wish I got into, but I never did for some reason. I just never.
I'm gonna be honest. I consider myself like the wizard or like the historian of useless information.
Of nerddom.
Because let's put it this way: I could tell you about Morgoth from Lord of the Rings, which you probably never heard of.
Morgoth? Yeah, I
I
know
can also,
Morgoth.
you know Morgoth, okay?
At least I
Do
heard
you
the
know
name.
about?
I don't know. I don't know like much
Yes.
about him.
I could tell you history about Morgoth. I could tell you about the history of Baron and Luthien. I could also tell you about the history of Darkseid, the history of the Reverse Flash, Joker, and a few other characters.
Mm-mm.
But I was going to tell you about Iron Man. The one time Iron Man actually became evil and then became like a Sentinel style god. And then how, Spider Man also got cosmic powers, and then how Doom became a literal demigod and killed Thanos for funsies. Like, I consider myself a Wikipedian of like useless information. I can even tell you about the hyperspace wars in Star Wars.
That's crazy. So you're just like overall
Uh,
nerdy person.
hmm
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, if I ever need to get in a very good debate, I know who to go to.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Well, hey, let's get started with the first question of the night. Are you ready for it?
I am ready as I'll ever be, which is probably not ready enough, but okay.
Ah, you'll be fine. It was the worst thing that'll happen. You're not going to spread your guts all over the internet. You already did that on your show. So I think it's fine.
Fair point. Like, that's a fair point.
I'm a huge nerd of mecha, specifically Gundam. If you have any Gundam related topics, I'm the guy here. Ah, I see. I see.
Okay,
Will
so
is really
I'm gonna
cool.
be honest. If I had to say anything Gundam Rise before I get to the first question, the new Mecha Break game, I haven't playing it. It is like the best Gundam game that has never been released, in my opinion.
You
And
know
that's just
what?
from the closed beta.
You know what? I actually got into the closed beta too, and I played a
And
little bit of it, and I actually do really enjoy it. I like the combat. I haven't gotten too much into it because I thought about streaming it, but I'm really
Dude.
curious. Really cool.
remember, it's a closed beta. Just do a small stream tomorrow if you could, or
I might.
start like before you go into a stream, if you have one tomorrow, just start early, play like an hour of that, and you'll understand why I love that game so
Mhm.
much.
I actually have a couple friends who actually play it too, and they recommended me harshly. So we'll see. We'll see.
That went from like a buy to like later to like as soon as that comes out, that's in my library.
That's perfect. I love that. I love that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm really curious how that plays. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, let's get to the first question. And the first
Let's
question
go.
is the best question to start any interview, and that is
Mhm.
to start from the very beginning. What's up?
Uh,
Why and when did you want to get into streaming?
I'm gonna be honest. I have the most underwhelming story ever.
I love it.
My
Let's hear it.
friends, my friend started, and then I was like, why not? I'm an artist, so I actually drew my character myself.
Mm.
Like the model you see, I made.
Nice. That's very impressive.
This is my model.
This is
I made
impressive.
it myself and everything. The thing is, I've gone from 1.0 to 2.0 to 3.0. This is like the fourth version of my model because like every 3 months I would make a model like an idiot. Um, but the problem is I didn't really intend to be this.
Mm.
I was drawing a character, was trying to get better at doing body types, so I drew it layer by layer, hoping, hey, if I draw it layer by layer by layer, I'll get better at it as I go on, right? Well, by the time it was done, I was like, shit, this could just be a model. So I went up, rigged it myself, and rest is history.
Nice,
And in a
nice.
weird way, my entire origin can be summed up to. Wait, can I curse on here?
Yep, you can.
Okay, so my entire VTubing career could say I started because fuck it, why not?
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, it was literally just a fuck it moment.
Yep, go for it. Just do it. Just do it. Which is
Fuck
good.
it, why not?
Why not? Why not? No, I love it. I love it. No, it's really cool. It's very impressive that you pretty much just wanted to try it and you just end up just making it, and it's now a thing.
I mean, kinda. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, but I've had some heartwarming stories that I could probably say for later. But it's I gotta be honest, I couldn't imagine myself not doing it anymore.
Mm. You know what? That makes sense. It makes sense. After you do it for a while, you kind of want to keep doing it. But bye, Will.
Yeah.
Enjoy your Dungeons and Dragons Gundam theme. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Ooh,
It's crazy.
God, I need to do a Gundam themed Dungeons and Dragons. It's like badass.
But no, like I said, it's very impressive. Very impressive that you're able to like pull off this kind of like style and design by yourself, and you just did it. You know, I've seen people like rig and like do art for models like in real time, and it looks so difficult, so hard.
Well, I have to say one unique thing is I didn't. How about it? I didn't have a job at the time, so I had the time. I did not have the money. I could not buy a model. Legit, no money to do that with. I did, however, have the time to make it. So, since I really wanted to do it, I was like, "Fuck it, why not? Let's see if this actually is good." I learned how to rig, learned how to do the layering right, and then I rigged the model myself.
Mm.
So the way I see making models or getting models or like anything about like models for a VTuber is either you have the time or you have the money. If you can't make it yourself, buy it from someone who can actually make it for you. But if you can't do that, then make it yourself. You got the time.
Yeah, true.
If it's something you really want to do, keep going.
Nope, 1%. I definitely recommend it. Definitely really cool. It's really cool.
Mhm.
Definitely go for it. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. Cool. Next question for you is what do you like the most about being a VTuber gamer?
I get to game as much as I like, but I get to be not alone while doing it. Because let's be honest, one thing I have kind of grown accustomed to is like, I guess it's the best way to put it. So, I like Metroid Prime. I'm pretty sure. Have you played that one?
I played Metro Prime.
So, one thing about Metroid Prime is the isolation. You are the only person there on your team. Everyone else is there trying to kill you. You get upgrades as you go on, but the isolation just feels kind of wrong to me. I don't know. I've been so used to not being isolated about that stuff that the moment I am not isolated is like the moment I play a Metroid Prime off stream, I'm like, this is kind of creepy. I'm kind of stuck by myself. But the moment I'm on stream, I'm chilling out. You know, I'm having fun. People are there chatting with me, all that stuff. In a weird way, I like that feeling of just not feeling alone.
Which is good. It's a good feeling to have.
Yeah, it's a great
No,
feeling.
100%.
It's one of the best feelings,
Yeah.
especially when everyone just enjoys being there.
Like I don't know if you had like a family growing up where you had a lot of siblings with you, always like to watch it, and when you moved away, now you don't
So-
have that many people watching you. That might be the reason why you really enjoy streams like that.
It's not that. It's in a weird way. If you want to know the exact reason, I grew up on online school, and then my family kind of did a bit of a divorcey, so that was a whole fun thing. So with those two things added on together, I kind of just needed friends but couldn't make any. Like to put it in perspective, before I started streaming, I was in VR chat. Someone came up to me and said hi. I immediately got off the game and uninstalled it.
Aww, you're shy little boy.
And now I am a VTuber who don't give a shit.
Hey, go for it. Go for it.
Character arc, people.
Yep.
Character arc.
Character development. That's what we call it. Character development.
Exactly.
Cool. I like it. Well, that's actually really nice. Really interesting. I like that. Like being online and like VTubing just in general has kind of increased your like confidence in yourself and allowed you to be able to break up and like meet friends and have fun. So I love hearing stories like this where you literally start off as like this person who's like, please be my friend, to like, mother, I'm gonna go be freaking playing this game. And you guys gonna like it or not? kind of situation.
It's to the point now when people go like, "Can you please be my friend?" I pick them up and throw them into social situations.
Like that Miko person that you wanted me to interview.
Yes. Like remember, I was like, friend each other and do the fucking friend bits. You
Do
know,
the
I do
friend
that a lot.
bits. Yep. Which is totally fine. I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I totally agree on that. I totally agree. I used to do something like that when I was in like high school. When like I would, I'll purposely find people who are like alone and not talkative, and try and be their friends, and trying to make them into a group of people who also want to be friends with other people.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really cool. It was really fun.
I
Awesome.
do a little bit of the same.
I do like it. I do like it. All right, so let's get into this question. Okay, you
Okay,
are
okay.
a imp VTuber, right?
Yes, yes, I am.
Little devil boy, right?
Yes.
There's a good few of those out in the
I feel like I
streaming
know
world.
what this question's about to happen, and I feel like I'm about to be really offended by it.
Nah, you won't be offended by it. I don't think
Are
so.
you sure about this?
Nah, I don't think. Nah.
Okay, 50-50. Coin flip on this one.
All right. We'll see. But yeah. Yo, 2 people I watched. Let's go. Hey, Roto. What's up?
Hello, Roto. How's it going?
It's great to see you, buddy. It's good to see you. See, we
Roto,
interviewing him.
he's got me chained.
No.
I don't wanna
Shut
be
up.
here.
Don't. He doesn't know what I'll do to his copy or supplies if he doesn't finish this interview.
Help me.
But no, so there's a good few of like demon like imp VTubers out there, right?
Yeah, well, I've met a few of them. I don't know if there's enough. I feel like there's more. There's definitely more cats and dog people than there
There's
are
definitely
imps.
a lot more. No, you're very true. My question is, what do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out a little bit? Was that
I'm gonna be
offensive?
honest.
Was that offensive?
No, honestly, I thought you were about to call me. Why are you looking like Moxie? And I was about to say, oh, fuck you, dude.
Nope, I wasn't going to do that at all because we already had that conversation.
I know. I'm just saying.
You had that conversation on your show. Do you not remember?
I do have a bad memory. I gotta be honest.
No, you totally get it. That's totally good. I'm saying my questions are usually pretty vanilla. It's the discussions that come from it is up to you and how you take those directions. So if you want to take it
every direction anyway. But
all the
either way.
direction. Whoa.
So for me, I think what makes me unique more than anything else is personality.
Mm-hmm.
My personality.
You would definitely like not.
Coffee shop imp of VTuber is one thing that I feel like anyone can really make up with. But then again, anyone can make a whale tuber. Anyone can make a shark tuber. It doesn't matter. I've seen them all before. There's 445 cat girls on my followers list alone. What makes or breaks you in VTubing or anything in general is your personality. And honestly, some people, in my opinion, this is just my hot take here. Some people put more money into their model than they do their own personality.
Mm-hmm. True. Those people have the most sickest, coolest looking models, and then they just never talk.
I have seen people who like start out on Twitter get 14,000 followers, and you know what they do? They stream once, say, "Oh, I don't want to do it again," even though they could do so well.
Yep.
You know. It aggravates me to hell. It doesn't matter what you are, in my opinion. It matters who you are on the inside, what you're doing to bring the thing. The model draws them in. Your personality makes them stay.
True. That's a really good tip. Really good call out. I like that because I believe that 100% true. Like the model is what brings people in. You like the person can be like, oh wow, that's really cool, interesting design. Oh, that's really cool little thing. And then you watch and listen to them like, oh hey, this guy's kind of funny. I actually kind of like this. Oh, this guy's actually pretty good at the game. I want to watch more of his kind of content, and that's what happens. You know. So yeah, I agree with that 100%. And your personality makes people stay. And I think your very like wild, very chaotic energy is really cool.
It depends on who I'm with, because I do like I don't like change my personality, but I like fitting the vibe of people a lot.
You usually when you're an interviewer, like when you interview things, that's usually what you do. Is that you fit the vibe of the person that's with you, you know?
You go with the flow.
That's why we're still very chill right now. Because we both are going with my flow. Instead of going with your normal flow. So that's pretty chill. because that's what the interviews do. Like they go by the
Yeah.
flow of other people.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it goes. The thing is, you let other people start showing their personalities, and then you kind of bounce off of that in a weird way.
Mm-hmm. 100%,
Like
100%.
what?
100%.
What? Oh, I thought you said Wahanda Wanda.
Wahanda
What
Wanda.
the fuck is
Wahanda
that?
Wanda.
Wahanda Wanda.
Wahanda Wanda. That's
You
my new
ever wonder about the
catchphrase.
Wahanda?
Oh, you Wahanda Honda Munda. Honda Honda.
And
Which
now
is a
we've gone back
completely
to
different language.
cavemen. Where's the fire?
Honda Wanda Honda Honda Honda.
Honda Wanda.
Wanda
Honda
Wanda
Wanda.
Wanda Wanda.
Honda Wanda Wanda. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest. What separates me than anyone else is that I am me. I can't be anyone else. I don't try to compare myself to as many other people. Sure, I do want to get big, and that's what everyone wants. But if you let that kind of fester, you will eat yourself alive. And I've seen it happen more times than I want to count.
True. I agree. But unfortunately, some people still don't understand, like, when you are a content creator, you have to make content, you have to bring it out. So when people get those really cool stuff and get the hype, they realize they need to keep it that way, and if they stop, they lose people.
Yeah, they lose.
Makes sense. Cool. Well, hey, let's
Yeah.
get into the next question then. Next question
Okay.
is: any games you're looking forward to this stream? I mean, this year.
I'd say Mecha Breaker, Space Marine 2, because I do like Warhammer. I'm a big Warhammer fan. Let's see. I was looking forward to a game called Delta Force Hawkdown. It's kind of like a
Call of
Battlefield
Duty,
style
yeah.
game. So I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to the new Call of Duty because I do hope Treyarch has actually made something good. If not, I think it'll be my last. Other than that, I'm gonna be honest. Recently, I have gotten out of AAA gaming.
Yep, makes sense.
It's like, for me, if they don't provide anything of quality, I just won't buy it.
Yep, and that's
Like,
kind of what you
even if-
should do. Is that you need to have that like mindset, because it used to be that you just, any game that comes out you play it because you know it'll be good, and if it's not good then you'll just wait till
Yeah.
next year. But now you have more like people like talking about it and reviewing it and like going into it,
It's
like
not even just
discussing
that.
it.
It's not what I honestly don't think it's even that. What happened was this: Baldur's Gate 3 came out.
Yep, and
No
now
one has
that
seen a
made the
game of-
standard. That made the
Well,
standard.
it wasn't just that game though. Baldur's Gate 3 came out. Helldivers came out literally like the month after the year ended, and like what 5 of the games like that year came out that were just like top 10 material. When you had a year so full of top 10 level games, and then you see that AAA gaming companies could do this, they could make quality, and then you see them the year afterwards shoot themselves in the foot constantly. I mean, hell, we've had was it the pirate game that Ubisoft made go down the ship and down the drain? Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League literally lost Warner Brothers $200 million. I would have shuttered the company. Like, and you saw all these layoffs on all these companies. I'm gonna be honest. Everyone has finally grown a sense of what is worth buying again. Especially with inflation being as it is, you're not going to buy anything if it's not worth getting anymore.
True.
And I'm going to be honest, I'm happy about that. Because it means we can finally let these companies fail. Because I've heard the rumor of, oh, they're just too big to fail. I don't believe that at all. Because I have seen things too big to fail nearly get hostile takeover. Have game companies literally shuttered and shut down by bigger game companies. And Ubisoft, if it keeps going the trajectory it's going, is probably going to have to be bought by either Sony or Microsoft, otherwise they're going out of business.
True, 100%. Like the thing is about them is that like they will probably sell out before they do anything else, so they can definitely fall and crash. But I think the main thing is we actually have more of a voice now. Like, we actually have a say in those kind of things. We can actually word mouth, because we knew Suicide Squad and Skull and Bones was going to be a terrible game even before the game came out. So we already kind of expected it to be really bad. I knew, at least I knew it was really like, there was already people talking about it. You know, like how they kept on delaying it. A beta came out, no one liked it. They said they'll fix it. Alpha came out. actually, sorry, alpha, then a beta came out, and
Yeah.
people said that nothing changed. So then when it finally did come out, we kind of just had like expectation that it was not going to do so good. So when people said, yeah, the game is still not very good, people already knew, like, okay, cool, I'm just not going to buy it, you know?
You know what the thing about it is as well? I think the character designs really did affect that game.
For which one?
Some, I'm gonna be honest, most of them just didn't look completely right. And also, how did you make graphics worse than you did Arkham Knight? This is 20. It was like 7 years ago at this point.
Are we talking about Skull and Bones, or are we talking about
Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad? Okay, okay.
You talk about Suicide Squad. I mean, if we ever go Skull and Bones, how do you degress the gameplay from Assassin's Creed Black Flag to Skull and Bones, where you can't even get out of your ship? Like,
Mhm.
there's clearly some misstep you've done here.
Well,
Like,
the
I
minute.
honestly think the thing is this: if you had Skull and Bones take the stealth elements and the walk around gameplay of Assassin's Creed, change it up to where like you could assault like plantations like you could back in Black Flag, and have it to where you could do that co-op wise and attack forts co-op wise. Like, say, have one person sneaking into the fort to try and make it easier for the people outside shooting it. You could have had a 10 out of 10 game.
Oh
You
yeah.
could have.
Well, yeah, and that was the biggest complaint, was that they should have just made a Black Flag 2. The only problem with the whole thing is that they were already in development. This game has been in development for like 9 years. Like, this game has been in
Yeah.
development for a while. It sucked for them that they had a very terrible like idea that they wanted to implement it, and they took a really
No, no,
awesome
no.
IP to try and implement it, and only 7 years down the line, then they realized, like, oh shoot, this is not going to do so well, but we had to release it because we already put so much money and time into this. If we don't release it now, maybe we'll make something from it. And we found
Yes,
out no.
that's the one problem I have. I'm gonna be honest. I have a really bad. This is my hot take, and
Mhm.
I know people are gonna get mad at me for this one.
Oh snap.
Game developers. So everyone blames the companies themselves, like EA, Ubisoft, Activision.
The
These guys are
publishers.
scum. Yeah, and I fully agree. Blame them. They are the ones demanding these games, and I fully agree. But there's one game I have to point out to everybody that, at least in my opinion, has to put a lot of the blame on developers. Anthem.
Yes. Now.
Anthem, EA asked them to make a game, and they kept making it. And they asked them to make small changes like add jetpacks, this, that, and the other, like more like Iron Man. That's fine. And you know what the problem is? When you say everything is going to be fixed by BioWare magic. When that happens, I'm sorry. You don't have a plan. You don't have anything in your mind to do anything like that. That is like the worst idea ever. Saying everything is gonna be fixed by BioWare magic is just dumb.
Now, keep in mind that, like, when it comes to Anthem 100% was a mix between development team and a publishing team.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that. My point is this: you can't point at the publishers themselves because you point them out, and I fully agree, point them out. But if you don't point at least a few points at the developers, the ones who are actually bad at their jobs, because I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of developers really bad at their jobs. Look at Diablo 4. Why the hell is there so many status effects? You don't need that many, in my opinion. Like, there's just overly amounts of them.
No, and I
some of these developers don't know how to make games.
Now, I respect
just
your
bad.
hard take, and I definitely see your point in a lot of those things. I still think there's a little bit more blame to a lot of the more published side of things. Like, let's go back to Anthem really quick, because if you actually looked at like the history, because there's actually a lot of documentaries, you can actually look it up on like the progress of how Anthem came about. When they showed the video of Anthem during E3, it was actually the very first time developers had a clear direction of where they wanted the game go with. That game has been in development for over 8 years before they realized that, oh, this is what you want us to do? Because they didn't really know what they want. They kept on like sitting on their butts all the time, saying that we'll get to it. They threw out ideas. Some stuck, some didn't. And only when EA came up to and say, hey, you should do these things, including the flying mechanics, when they actually, okay, let's get an idea. But then they only had 2 years of actual like straightforward development after that trailer came. They were like, oh shoot, we have to create that. Okay, I guess we could do that. So they got into huge crunch culture kind of mentality and was day in, day out on like developing this kind of thing. And here's the thing, after it came out, I actually thought it was really fun. I had a
Oh
blast
no.
with the gameplay. It was super good. Just the story I didn't really get too much into.
It makes me cry because I'm like, I actually loved Anthem because the
Mhm.
gameplay is everything I'd want from that style of
Yeah,
game,
exactly.
but it just didn't work story
Well,
wise.
it's
But
story
at the same
wise, all the kind
time,
of stuff of that. And also it was a
I'll
live
get
service game.
yes. I
Keep in
also have to point
mind.
out another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bungie. The reason I'm putting up Bungie is because everyone thinks Activision is the one who made all these greedy publishers. Have you seen them as they were, independently, and how they are now? I don't think it was ever Activision that made them as greedy as they were.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think it was Bungie that did that. I'm gonna be honest.
So you think
As you
Bungie
can
has
say, the
something to do with
people.
Anthem?
No, 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 no. What I'm talking about is I was taking the point of, blame for the publishers
Uh-huh.
for that. And like, yes, I fully agree. But then I pointed to Bungie, which literally broke away from its publisher and did its own thing, got bought by Activision and did some more scummy things. And then as soon as they left Activision, it was still scummy until they were finally bought by PlayStation.
Yeah, but which they're
And they
still
still made
scummy
good
too.
shit.
It's still super scummy.
Exactly.
Did you hear what they did recently?
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest. I really think if they do not pull out with, like, if they do not pull off something grand with their next game, they will deservedly be shuttered.
Well, we'll see. We'll
And I'm
see.
gonna be
Sony,
honest,
Sony has put a lot of money and a lot of eggs in the Bungie basket, like with
they
the
have.
TV show, with like other kind of games made by them. So it'll probably be a while before they do the thing.
Uh,
But I will say
the
this.
reason I would say that is because apparently, and not to mean to cut you off or anything like that, but Sony put them in charge of helping develop 12 live service games.
Oh my God.
All 10, like 10 of them were canceled. That's not a
Including
good
like
track record.
including 7 like live service games. And I think that's the main thing. Is not that like they did a bad job. It's just that they saw what was the fault of like Skull and Bones and Anthem and Suicide Squad, and the whole issue with those, plus even put in Gotham Knights, is that they realized that even though live service games are a huge moneymaker, you can't just throw a freaking IP at a live service game and make it work. It doesn't work that way. You can't do it that way, and that's what they wanted to do. And Sony and like the people who made like Gotham Knights and even Suicide Squad a little bit all saw it and was like, shoot, we're already super deep in this live service game, but everyone hates live service games. We need to pull out or like change it enough so it's not technically a live service game, even though everyone who plays it will see it as live service game.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think people hate live service games.
Well, it depends. It depends because like
Yeah.
I like live service games because I like like Genshin Impact and like Wyvern Waves and like those kind of stuff. I like those kind of stuff because it is designed to work in that kind of way. But the thing is that I don't want to see a Batman live service game. I don't want to see a pirate live service game like that. I don't want to
I
see
can see it.
like a Iron Man live service game. I just want to see a
I
good
do want to see
story.
that, though.
Well, I know. I want to see a good Iron Man like mecha like game. Like those kind of stuff. I want to see a really good pirate game. I want to see a really good a Batman game. I don't. It doesn't need to have the live service elements into the game. It doesn't need to have that. But they want to do that because it gives them the mindset of like, let's release the content now and not have to worry about the content later, which is not how you should make a live service game. Your content should be already planned out way ahead of time with like patches of putting it in. Like look at like Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite tried to do a live service kind of monto, and they ran out of like stuff to do, and too many people left.
So the problem I think with live service games is, one, you have to have something planned for the next month afterwards, basically. Two, you cannot put all your development eggs into, how about it? You have to have a finished product that everyone wants to play, And then the month after that, you have to have something everyone would like to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is they don't develop the game fully and then say they'll have something else to look forward to after two, and that's what they do. The problem is when they do that, the game comes out and it's bad and no one plays it.
Mm-hmm.
Halo
Yep.
Infinite's thing was they had nothing after it. That's the problem. If they had, let's say this, they had new map packs, new modes coming out, and it finished and launched, you'd be playing that today. You would, 100% you would. Or you may not be playing because you're not a big fan of Halo, but you would be playing the newest Halo game because it'd be considered good. Say Avengers. I think if you had a good story at the beginning, if you had decent gameplay like it was, and generally added more characters over time with a decent narrative linking through it, we'd be talking about an MCU level style game for the
Mm-hmm.
Avengers. That's what you'd
True.
be doing. That's what everyone would be talking about right now. Like, it's not like light sources can't work. They can work. The problem is you have to be able to tell the player he can put the game down and come back later.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Final Fantasy XIV. I can put that down and I can come back to it months later. And you know what? I'll have fun just as I did when I, was playing it then. Because the focus of the story, play through story, finish the story, I don't have to come back to the next one. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You can put that one down.
And you already put a lot of time and effort into Final Fantasy 14.
Mm-hmm.
So like the controversy of Final Fantasy 14 when it first came out.
Oh yeah, no, I love it's in my opinion the greatest resurrection of a game. Period.
Which is
No Man's Sky,
good.
this is where it's at.
That's how you fix it. That's how you fix it.
Mhm.
And like they learned about that because they did a very terrible thing for the very beginning. And then they realized, oh shoot, if we want to make this work, we just need to
I'm
put
gonna
like
be honest.
time and effort
know-
into this.
So the reason that game actually came out as bad as it did is because it was using the Luminous engine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be honest, the Luminous engine is awful. It is one of the worst engines I've ever seen. The reason Final Fantasy 15 came out as late as it did was because that was actually because of the Luminous engine. Plus, Forspoken developed on the Luminous engine.
Mm-hmm. But like, okay,
It's one of the worst engines I've ever seen.
true. But the thing is, like Forspoken actually like ran, and actually the combat was actually pretty interesting. What really killed it was just how bland the story, how bland the world was, how bland the characters were.
Yes.
Like that's what really killed it. But like I think a lot of people actually
True.
didn't mind the actual combat of it.
Yes, but the problem is it ran like garbage on consoles. Like 30 frames a second being
Everything
capped
runs
at
30
things.
frames a second.
Yeah, but the point is this. That came out like pretty decently early enough to where it shouldn't have run like that. And more importantly, it should have been just a little bit better. Also, hello editor Sama, how's it going?
Hi, it is we're just talking about video games, so we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a bit.
But like another good thing that I want to talk about is that like look at Genshin. Genshin when it first came out also had a lot of controversy. Do you know what the controversy of Genshin was?
It was mostly the deal with the China. Can I say that here? It's
Hmm?
like the China thing, mostly made in China, so people were questioning about that shit.
That might be something, but I think the main
that was one controversy I did hear
that might
about.
be one of the things that people had issues with. But the main issue that people had with is that there was a lot of people boycotting the game because it was too similar to Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. People thought of it as a Breath of the Wild
I'm gonna be honest. I think the reason everyone did that is because how put it? Everyone was so against copycats, but nowadays the game companies being as greedy as they are, that's changed. Like I'm excited about Delta Force. You know what that game is? A Battlefield clone.
Well, it's a competition. That's what it is. Competition.
Competition.
We haven't had a good Battlefield game in a very long time. So this game looks like it would be the one thing that will kill it. So as long as Power World's another good one. But the thing is that you can't say that like it's a recent thing because copying has been a thing since gaming first came out.
Oh no, I fully agree with that. My point is the sentiment around copying has changed.
Yes.
Not for the diehard fans. For the diehard fans of each series, they're going to defend it like no manana.
Oh yeah.
Because like if you've seen like the Pokemon fans see Power World and just flip out. Like
Pikachu has a gun. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my god.
Yeah, I want Pikachu to have a gun. He's
I want
cooler
to
with
have
a
a
gun.
gun, and the developers and the people who
Mhm.
made Power Worlds are handling it
Yeah,
perfectly because they literally ran off because people like, hey, look, your game has lost all of their player base. You hate
they're
that,
not giving him
right?
anything
And they're
interesting.
like, eh, go and play other games. We'll come back when you have content. Which is
But
how
yeah,
you
like,
should be playing live service games. But it has
but
to have content in the beginning to suck people
exactly,
in, and then you can jump in later if you run out of content. But the problem
exactly.
is that they're getting the wrong kind of audience for live service games because like me and you, we like live service
Mhm.
games, we like a couple
Yeah,
of them. So when we get into a game, we already know for a fact that we try it out, we know we'll get bored of it after a while, and then we'll drop off. And then when we see a
exactly.
cool update that comes out, we're like, oh snap, I'm gonna jump right into it. So
Helldivers.
exactly,
Helldivers is
Helldivers does
peak.
a great job of that. But the problem is that they try to like market a lot of live service
Hmm.
games towards like the casual and the more hardcore fans. And like the hard
Yes.
and that's not going to work out for a lot of people because
You
they
know
don't
why?
want to play the games like that.
You know why they do that?
No, because they make they make the money,
No, 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 no. They
all
need the
about the money.
whales.
Oh yeah, no, whale. One whale can literally fund an entire game for multiple
I do
years.
have a. This is my theory, though.
Hmm.
This is my actual theory. The reason they're suffering now is because this is happening. They have outpriced the person who is willing to pay them to play a good game. And thus, it's kind of like how I think about Disney World. They outprice the middle class, and now that they've only sell to basically whales or anything else like that, that's their target audience is those whales.
Hmm.
Everyone else is leaving, and as much as you get funded on whales, you have a limited amount of them. There's not a whale around the corner everywhere willing to spend $10,000 in your game. No,
I
you
all
know who
I.
is? With it's basically like this: for that one person spending 10,000, there's like 20 people that were gonna spend 1,000 are just gone.
Hmm. True, 100%.
You
And
outpriced them.
but keep in mind that like there's a couple game series that's still alive today
Hmm.
because of the whales, and that's the sports fans, like
To be fair,
FIFA.
it's not that. I don't think it's the whales.
Really, you don't think the whales is keeping
It's
FIFA
the
afloat?
ignorance.
Well,
It's the
also that
ignorance of.
too. But yeah,
The
but like,
thing is this: it's the ignorance of gamers, or like ignorance of like mothers, grandmothers, and all that stuff, just wanting to buy their kid a game they think they'd like for Christmas. And also, it's the people who wanted to be those famous football stars and soccer stars trying to relive a fantasy they know they can't have.
yep. And then they take their mom's credit card and they put all their
Hmm.
funds because they want to be super cool and awesome like their friends are,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they don't refund it back when they find out they made a mistake.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like in-game viable currency should be illegal.
Oh yeah, it's gambling. It's
No,
one
no,
hundred
no, no.
percent. Just
There's
in
a
currency
difference.
in general.
Yes, you should not have to buy a like. Let's put it this way. You have to buy. I think it was like silver for Destiny. You should not pay for silver, a currency that they control,
Mhm.
which they can hop up to any price they want to basically make it. They hey, how about this one? Destiny sold you a DLC that you don't get all of it for, and also they gave you enough silver just to have a little bit over. So, oh my gosh, you know what you have now? You have like 25 silver over and you can't spend it all. So, oh my gosh, what are you going to do now? You're going to get more silver
Now
to
keep in
kind of
mind,
equate it and go back down to zero.
that that's not uncommon for a lot of different companies. Like
And I think
Helldivers
it's
is the
garbage
same
on all
thing.
of it. I do, and I don't think I like it. I don't like it. In my opinion, you should never be able to buy in game currency. You should tell you the price of the item.
Mm-hmm. Just buy
Because the
straight
thing
up.
is this, I'm going to tell you honest, if you had the price of the item and didn't have viable currency, everyone would be stop playing these games.
Mm,
More than half of them would literally drop the night, like right now. Like if you showed someone on Genshin how much they spent within a
I don't
day,
want to know. I don't want to
they'd
know.
drop that game right then and there.
No, no, like it's funny. It's funny how like some people. I have some friends who like to like whale on those kind of stuff like that, just because they have the spendable income, which is crazy to
Yeah.
me. But like, it really just depends on the situation because we have to think of it as like a consumer, but also you want
I,
to think of it as a producer too. And I'm not taking
oh
anyone's
no, fully.
side, but you always have to think of why they do the things they do, and when
Oh,
you
I know
think
why they do
about it,
this one specifically.
oh yeah, well
They
the
control the currency And then if they give you like a little bit over, you're incentivized to buy more.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they
Mm-hmm.
give you a little bit under, you're still incentivized to buy more.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is this: when they have a currency that they control and you can't tell how much you're spending on it,
Mm-hmm.
because you'll spend like, say you spend 10 bucks for like 1,000 silver, and then you spend another 10 bucks for another 1,000 silver. In your mind, after a while playing the game, you got like enough to get 1,000 silver. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not that much. You need more because the game is asking you for 40,000 silver for this, 50,000 silver for this. After a while, you spend so much money you don't even know how much you spent
Mm-hmm.
because you're mostly looking at silver. If it said, okay, we need $45 for this, $50 for this skin, $100 for these two skins, you would be like, $100 for a damn skin?
Mm-hmm.
Are you mad?
Well, I know that some people who are a little bit more smarter usually can keep the eye on those kind of stuff, saying, "Oh, wait,
Yeah.
this one is 20,000 silver, but
Mm-hmm.
it's 20,000 silver is like $50. I'm not gonna spend 20.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend $50 on one skin. Like, but you're
Exactly.
right. It's designed so that people don't think of it that way. It's kind of a
Mm-hmm.
way. It's the monopoly principle. Like if you
It's
think
not
of
even,
it
no,
as
no.
monopoly money, it doesn't feel like it's actual money.
Yes.
So then they just
That's
spend
the
as much
problem.
as they want.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
They have literally created their own currency that they can charge, lower, or devalue it at their wish.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's actually should be criminal. Because
Yep.
the thing is this: if they want to, they could change all the prices of all the weapons, all the skins, all of this other shit, raise it to like 100 times what it's worth, and still keep it the same price. And next thing you know, people are gonna still buy it because they don't know what the price is in a weird way.
And now
It's
you
all
just
this is this
now
that, and the
you
other.
just pretty much poked the hole in cryptocurrency right there.
And literally, you can
Yep,
see I'm
because that's
poking holes in
literally what they're
everything.
trying to do. Is like literally they're trying to do that. But we won't go into that. That's a whole can of worms. I will put off to the side for now. But
Are you
yeah.
sure? I have the fuck with me coffee right here.
No. I don't want to get into crypto. Crypto is
Okay, we'll get into
gaming.
that maybe some other time.
We like gaming. I can go hours upon hours, days on days on conversations with you, which I
To be
do
fair, I think we
appreciate. I
just
do
talked
appreciate.
30 minutes about it.
Yeah, no, and that's we didn't even scratch the surface of publishers, developers, microtransactions, all the kind of stuff that we didn't even scratch
Yes.
the surface. But let's talk more about you and not just the gaming industry. Let's talk more about
Oh
you.
no, don't talk about me. I'm
Let's
not that
talk about more about you.
important.
No, we didn't talk about you. This is the whole interview. You have the spotlight. You have the spotlight. Let's talk more about you.
Okay.
And let's talk about you and your fans. Actually, your fans.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Like,
Oh, actually, this is the wrong question. My bad. Is this one? Any games you want to play with your fans?
I actually play loads of games with my fans. Every Friday is what I call community night. I sit in general chat and I stream it, and I allow anyone who wants to join.
What games do you like to play?
We play We play War Thunder, we play this, that, and the other. And honestly, I've been trying to set up Mondays as community nights, but some days I get Mondays as like headaches pretty frequently, so I tend to cancel those a little more frequently than I like. But in my opinion, when it comes to like playing games with the fans, free is better.
Mm. Free is better. Free is better. I agree.
Like when I played War Thunder, I got most of my people in there. I got like my friend Omni to join, who hasn't really played War Thunder in a while, Nikki, and a few other people I like to actually join me. And because it's free, anyone can just download and play it. So people like downloaded it midstream and played with me at the end of it. You know?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I like it. I like it.
So
Cool.
free, in my opinion, is better. And other than that, I play basically everything. And if you want to join me this week, I'll be probably playing either War Thunder or Stalkcraft, the new like Minecraft style stalker game that came out that I've been enjoying the shit out of.
Ooh, sounds crazy. I like it. I like
It's also free on Steam, by the way.
it. Nice. I like it. I like it. I see that. I like
Shameless plug.
it. Just plug it. I'm gonna slide it right there. I'm gonna slide it right there. All right. Well,
Exactly.
let's get into your model, shall we? Let's get into the design of it.
Okay.
Because you do have a lot of inspirations. So let's get into it. What's
I
the
do.
thoughts that went into the design of your model?
Okay, so I will admit I am inspired by Hell of a Boss.
What?
I was inspired by 3 characters.
You were inspired by Hell the Boss?
I will stab
What?
I will stab you, anyone will find the body.
Come on, I had to say it.
I know you did, but still. I'm inspired by 3 characters: Alistair, Moxie, Nightcrawler. I like Nightcrawler's style of tail and his general physique, but my personality is more of Moxie. But I do like Alistair's outfit, so I kind of just decided to mix 3 of them together, and boom, here I am.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. It's a good design. So what made you want to have this? You were inspired by it probably, but though the Hello Boss is kind of a newer show that came out not that long ago.
Hmm.
Were you always had this idea in your head?
No, how put it? When I got into like VTubing and all that stuff, Hell of Us had just come out, and a lot of my friends who I used to play on VR chat with and all that other stuff, they generally thought my personality was that of Moxie.
Mm.
And honestly, I have to agree with them. I'm, you know, I gotta be honest. I have his personality to the point where people say I need to get myself a Melly. I need to, this, that, and the other shit. Like, I have a lot of personality mixing over with Moxie to the point if I literally had my brother watch the show just to see if I was any true. He just looked at me, stopped, and said, "Motherfucker, you're just Moxie. What the hell?"
Just freaking Moxie. You are
Yeah, like
Moxie.
legit. Like my personality was just so similar to him that I kind of related to the character a bunch,
Mm.
and that's what really made me settle on being the imp because it just fit really well. And everyone else has said this is just kind of fit me the entire way through, and I'm gonna be honest, I just kind of rolled with it.
Mm. I like it. It's good. It's good. Very good. Very good. I like it a lot. It's a good design choice too. It's just a really like
Mhm.
appealing design, with the white hair and the red skin and the tail with
The
the different colors.
contrast,
It's a really cool
I like the
contrast. It's really cool.
contrast.
It's really nice. Do you have like those like backward knees as well?
No,
Mm.
the only thing I have that is more impish than anything else is the feet.
Feet.
I have hooves.
You have hooves. You have the hooves.
Hooves. I just don't
Why?
have the backward feet. The backward feet kind of. That's the one thing that didn't really make me like it is 'cause the backward feet felt wrong, so I didn't like it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Why did
It's
you choose the hooves?
well, I kind of like them a bit more, and I'm gonna be honest, they just looked better from how the artist I had. I had an artist, my friend Blair, who did some art for me. I asked her to kind of draw me like references of the models, and the way she drew it got me inspired because this is like before I made this model is when she sent me this, and I really liked how she drew the feet, so I kind of kept with that sort of design. So in other words, that's kind of why I kept with the hooves. They just fit the design in a weird way that I really liked.
Nice. And if you like it, then go for it. Go for it. It's a really cool
Oh
design.
yeah.
I like it a lot. Very
So
cool. Very cool.
actually, I have a point to say about that. Actually,
Oh, go for it.
when it comes to your model being something you like, remember this. If for any aspiring ones, just flat out, if you don't like your model, remember you're the one who's going to have to stare at it longer than any viewer could.
Mm.
If you don't like it, change it.
Yep, you gave me that advice when I was conflicted on the design of my model coming out.
Yeah. Like it's gonna be honest. Like if you hate your model, you're gonna basically put that emotion out there, and everyone's gonna feel it, even if you don't think it. You are gonna be the one who likes your model, and that liking of your model is gonna help you build into that character. If you don't like your model, no one's gonna like you.
Mm-hmm. True, 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 true. Very true, very true. I like it. I like it. It's good, good, good advice. Good advice. Good advice. So with your design, with your physical design right now, what's your favorite part about it?
The tail.
You like the tail? The tail's cool. I like it.
It wags.
It waggles, it waggles.
It wags.
It's very bouncy. It's very springy.
I know, right?
Yeah. Can it grab
But it does
things
help show
too?
me. No, that's the one thing I wasn't able to do. I really do like the grabbing thing though.
I think you should come up with some toggles that allows you to like grab things with your tail. I feel like that would work.
I'm gonna be honest. For the next model, I'm
Oh.
not doing it because the thing is now I have a job, so I have the money, just not the time.
Yep, I feel
So,
that. I feel
flip flop.
that. No, it makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Next question for you. What is your lore and backstory? Why are you the imp in hell serving people
So-
coffee, interviewing VTubers?
I don't have a set lore, but the lore I did have thought up in my head so far has been I was a general otaku, living my otaku-ish life, kind of like shut-in wise. But for the first day, I actually go out to like smell the fresh air and touch grass. Is the day I like stick my head out the window and I'm like, fresh air, and then get shot in the head.
Why do you get shot in the head?
I get shot in the head, fall off the balcony, and die. And as I'm falling, I get sent to hell, and the punishment is I am to be as pathetic as I am in life as I am in death, so they make me the lowliest creature there is, the imp.
Oh, I just get shot.
I don't know.
Oh, you should figure that out.
That's just how, that's my lore so far. I get shot in the head and get sent to hell.
We need to find We need to find some hitmen, investigators,
Yeah,
some
what you don't know
detectives.
is it was secretly Agent 47.
He was stalking you. You were too wee, but you were too
I
otaku
swear to
for this
God.
world.
Then now I just want to be like like a secret character in like the Hitman like series because they do like characters now, like you got Hunt Gary Busey and everything else like that. Now I just want to be one of those characters where it's just me just sitting in my room and it's just the easiest kill is just shooting me there.
Yeah, I would love to see it as a kind of like a Easter egg where you like walking down a very specific like alleyway and you see you
Yeah.
like in a trash heap, and he like has some kind of dialogue. It's like, yeah, I was testing out my gun and misfired and killed this little imp. No, something like that.
Oh gosh, that would be cool.
That'd be cool.
But honestly, my entire lore is basically me trying to, I'm the lowliest thing in hell. My thing is to try and defy the fate I have been basically bestowed upon.
Yeah, move up, gotta move up in the world, and that includes hell.
Exactly. The more I get people following me, the more people who join and become coffee lovers are the people that love me in my actual lore in a weird way.
Ooh, well, hey,
Like,
I'll
it's
see that.
not
I'll see
just
that.
me that's being affected. It's the bigger I grit, the more you help me defy my fate.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it. Well, hey, I like to see that. I like to see that. That's actually really cool. Next question for you is, what's your here's a controversial take. Okay, here's a hot take
Oh,
for you.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
what's your thoughts on the VTuber community at the moment?
It's a pretty turd.
Preacher.
I think in some ways it is one of the most controversial things there is. In other ways, it's one of the most welcoming places I've ever been.
Mm-hmm.
It's who you interact with, how you interact with them, and in general, who you want to be, who do you want to interact with. In my opinion, I honestly think it is one of the best communities and the worst, just like everything else. Because you can say that about Star Wars, you can say that about everything else, like legit any community and everything else like that. You're never gonna find a community without a shithead.
Mm-hmm. True. True.
So, in my opinion, I do think VTuber community isn't as bad as others. But I do feel like the one problem it has right now than anything else is the general. How about it? It's the Twitter people hating it. VTubers are, let's be honest, I have seen a lot of people basically come out and say that, you know, why are there so many female VTubers? Because female VTubers are, let's be honest, it came out of Asia. Asia had anime, and anime tended toward guys, girls, all that shit. But they also have a lot of NSFW shit because that's what Asian, like Japan was basically going for. That's like one of the key points of anime is just the NSFW part. Fan service, that's a whole thing. And in one way, I consider it a thing that everyone had because, in my opinion, sex sells and everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
If you want my opinion on it, when you forget sex sells is the moment you actually lose audience members and buyers.
Mm-hmm.
But it's to the point now that everyone is arguing about how the community should be. Some people think it should change to fit what they believe. And I'm going to be honest, no. I honestly would not change the VTuber community. I just let it grow as it is. Because let's be honest, if I can have my opinion of saying I want to see really big booba and it be good, that's fine. If you don't want to see it, go find other VTubers who don't. You don't have to. I have seen very successful non-lewd tubers. I have seen very successful lewd tubers. It doesn't matter to me. But don't go out and be on a high horse. That's my problem. People are going out and being on high horses about every little thing, and that's what's pissing me off more than anything else. You are no more just than anyone else, in my opinion.
True.
I'm no more just than you are. I'm a piece of shit, and I can admit it. The problem is some people can't admit they're a piece of shit.
True. Like VTuber, like as with my experience, and I've interviewed countless number of different people from so many different walks of life and so many different styles and the flares and stuff like that. I've learned that the VTuber community is a melting pot of a whole bunch of different communities all put together. You know,
Definitely.
There's so many different communities going into it because we have
And
interviewed like people.
it doesn't have to be just anime. I have seen people that were cartoon
Yep,
characters. I have seen
I've
people that
interviewed
were.
a couple of them on cartoon characters, and they're freaking
If I
awesome.
remember correctly, I actually saw a toilet once.
Yeah, that's Desync. Desync, he's cool. He's awesome. But
But the
yeah.
point is this: you see, like, you don't have to just be an anime character. People just forget that
No,
because it's what sells.
I remember those two characters that I will always remember. One's Fox, she's just a lovely, freaking amazing VTuber. But she's more of a style of like Jet Set Radio and like no straight
Oh, yeah.
roads kind of style like that. And she actually purposely told me that she actually wanted to stay away from the whole anime side of things and be more of her like own like Cartoon Network kind of style of things. And also, I even viewed a person who was the old school like black and white cartoons, you know, like like freaking like Wally, what Steamboat Willie kind of style of things, you know, like those kind of stuff. Like those kind of things. It's really, really cool. It's really awesome. So it's just cool to see the different ideas and different concepts of VTubers. But you're right.
Well, the problem is people don't see that.
No, people want to see the way they want to see.
They see the anime portion, and the reason I think that's the case is because, in my opinion, I think anime is actually more popular than most TV shows right now.
Definitely now. The anime is a lot bigger than it used to be. We saw McDonald's literally collaboration with like freaking Jujutsu Kaisen. It was like, what the frick?
Do you want to know anything?
It's not the first time they did that, but still straight. What?
You want to know something even more impressive?
What?
You know the Demon Slayer manga? A few years ago, it outsold the entirety of the American comics industry.
Yep, I can see that.
That one book outsold the entirety of the American industry of it. That's not something you just do, you know?
No, anime is freaking massive, especially nowadays. It's a lot bigger than what it used to be. And I remember back in my day, I used to be made fun of all my anime tastes. Now, even the most casuals of people who never would think about being into anime. We have Olympic athletes literally doing like Kamehameha waves in front of the crowds because of how much they love anime, you know? Like anime is definitely a lot more like mainstream than it is back in the day. And that's where the VTubers come into place, because there's like VTubers are also very anime inspired. Like you said, it's the idol culture. But I think it's just people complain on the internet because they complain on the internet. Everyone complains about something on the internet. It's the internet. Everyone's going to be something.
The problem is this, in my opinion, it's everyone has the right to complain, and they do. The problem is when they complain, people who have had the similar things agree with them, and then they complain, and then they complain, and then 400 people start complaining. And the thing is, there's so many humans, like there's 7 billion of us at this point. For every, like, even 1% of that would still be 1 million people complaining, you know?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. The only problem is that complaining and having bad news is literally what tracks a lot bigger and a lot quicker on the internet than good news and good things. That's the kind of, and that's just normal, like, human reaction. Like, humans like seeing controversy. People like to see those kind of things. They don't really care. They want to see a problem. Exactly.
They want to solve them.
Yep. And so people are more likely to like complain about something, and that gets more light. That gets more attention than the good things. You know, because we can talk about how awesome the VTuber community is and all the cool things they do, all the donations and charities they have like stood up. We should talk more about that. But instead, we're talking about how two VTubers look strikingly similar because one copied the other one. You know, we were more focused on that instead of like the other stuff. You know.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But again, that just gets more traction. Like there's a like you said, sex sells in the VTuber community, and you're right, 100%.
No. It's not just VTuber.
Oh yeah,
it's every community.
True, 100%. But specifically talking about VTubers, specifically talking about VTubers, you're right, sex sells, 100%. But you know what also sells? Drama. Drama sells in the VTuber industry like crazy. There's a lot of VTubers who literally strictly,
Trickco, I know what would sell the most.
What?
Hate fucking, 100%.
Yes. Well, like this is, it's so bad, so bad. But like,
that's how you win. That's how you win, people.
No, it's true. But no, like going into that kind of style things is that like you need to just know your community. okay, where you
Mhm.
want to go individually. If you think and you see someone as someone that's like toxic and like going to that kind of stuff, say to
Yeah.
yourself like, do you want to be in this kind of community? Do you want to be this? And be aware that there's other communities out there that doesn't need to
Oh
be
yeah.
like that, you know. And as a content creator like ourselves, we need to make sure that we have our communities have the standards that we do not like that kind of stuff. We do not like this mindlessly drama filled like disgusting things. We also talk about good things that are going on around the world, you know.
hmm I think when it comes to the VTuber community, and me speaking out widely, there's a certain subsect of people who just don't like any of the loot stuff that come from it,
No,
and
true.
also that want more of what. This is my problem, but I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to the like wanting more representation, it's fine. The problem is you can't force it. If you're not as popular as Bao, go try harder.
Or just be you. Be who
Be
you
you.
want to be. No,
Like,
she
don't
got
complain
pretty
about your not.
big by
Don't.
herself. She
Yeah,
didn't
no
need a
one knew who Bao
copy off
was. I
anyone
know.
else.
Get Bao didn't need to copy off anyone. Legit, if you want to be popular, just be you. You'll
Mm-hmm.
get there eventually. Don't stop. Keep going. You'll get there one day. Legit, that's all you need to do. The problem I have is this. I have seen a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. Go like, well, I want to see more like this type of creator, that type of creator, more about like the race and everything else like that. In my opinion, you just kind of dilute the pool at that point. Because let's be honest, if you like artificially make someone popular just because of what they are, do you honestly think people are watching you just because of, your content? No, they're watching you because you're this. It dilutes the pool, in my opinion. The
Mm-hmm.
point about it is this: if you're gonna get popular, do you want to be because of your race, or do you want to be because you put in the effort, you put in all that stuff, and you got big because it was you?
Mm.
I don't like the point of wanting this and that. Like, I mean, you can do that. You can want it if you want. But if that's the case, put in the effort. You'll get there eventually. Stop complaining, put down Twitter, go talk to an artist and get some art commissioned. Or if you can't do that, go pick up a pen. You
So
could do much more than complain. You do so much better. Stop complaining and just doing things.
so
Like,
on the topic of like you need to get better, and if you
mhm,
want to be a better content creator, I
yeah,
100% agree with you. But the other things you were talking about, that's probably the hottest take I've seen in a while.
I just, that's my opinion.
No, no, and
If
go for it.
you want to
No,
find me on that,
so
find me on that.
I'm not.
I'm more willing to discuss it.
Nah, nah.
Act,
I'll let you have your say. I'll let you have your hot take. I just gonna say that on the part that you say that if you want to be a better content creator, you have to
mhm,
work for it. Don't use
yeah,
other means to raise you
no,
up. You just have to work for it. I agree with that 100%.
I see the point of working harder as a bit of a, how to put it. I was always raised that, hey, you're not going to get anything unless you work for it.
Hmm.
I work for it. The reason I have as many followers as I do is because I put in the effort, I did the time, I streamed, and I did all that shit. I made 4 models for this shit. Each one cost me like, well, they didn't cost me shit because I made them myself, but they each cost me like 3 months of work plus 2 straight days of rigging each.
And people just like you and your personality. You know, again, you
Yeah,
brought them in with your model, and they stayed for your
exactly.
personality. Exactly. No, I agree with 100% that kind of situation. You know, it's just that I think the idea of like working hard is that you need to keep in mind that you need to know how to work harder, because
It's not no,
a lot of people think that just working hard means you need to stream more. That's
no
not the same thing. You need to know
planning.
what to do. You need to know exactly how to work harder to be a
If you
better
want a
content
simple
creator.
tip, just for everyone else right now, if you want a simple tip and you feel like streaming is the only thing, like streaming more will get you more views, pick up Twitter. Pick
Yeah.
up Twitter, go and clip your videos into smaller videos and post it on YouTube. You'll
Hmm.
get more traction that way than anything else.
No, 100%. Like what I have learned is that you spend less on streaming and more on the back end content creating and social media working.
Exactly.
That's the main thing.
Oh yeah.
Streaming just creates you the content, you know,
Exactly.
but you actually have to go out and like integrate your communities, talk to your communities, go out on social media, go out and talk to other people, like respond and talk and chat through other people's social media posts, and then of course
Exactly.
clipping the moments that you thought was really funny and posting it all over the place, everywhere you can post, just so you can get
Oh
your
yeah.
brand out, because that's what the main thing is. It's your brand. You need to make sure your
Yep.
brand's the one thing that gets to be seen by everyone.
100%.
Cool. I like it. I like it. Good. Good. I like these kind of conversations because it goes into the kind of
Heart
style
of
of
the
what other
issue.
people. Yeah, exactly. And like we all both might have like different opinions and different ideas of how certain things go, but we both are a content creator and we both see that hard work pays off. So like,
It depends. It's like hard, like even streaming more. I will agree. If you stream 12 hours a day, you're definitely doing better than me when getting Twitch followers, probably. But I got a decent amount of Twitter followers and YouTube followers because I constantly post there. And
Mhm.
those people go and watch my streams more regularly. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I've seen people who have like thousands and thousands of viewers and thousands of followers, and I still beat them in numbers.
No, because you
It
do
just,
it the
you,
smart way. Like the phrase is work smarter, not harder. Like you have to know what to do.
yeah. Yeah, the thing is, it's about your approach. Streaming will get you, like, streaming more often will definitely get you more views. But I will say this, if you do more than just streaming, you will get a lot more bigger.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more. That's a weird word.
You get a lot bigger. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But
I
no,
know, right?
I see your point, but also like I don't 100% agree with it because just streaming more won't get you bigger. It's
Oh no,
really
I totally agree. My
still.
point is, it will get you small amount bigger. I'm talking like a few followers more, like average wise. I'm not saying that's like the best way to just get bigger. I'm saying you'll definitely get more followers streaming 12 hours than you will 4.
Mm-hmm. True,
You
true.
know?
Because you're exposed a lot more often, but you know how to
Exactly.
counteract that by posting your content on other platforms. You are still doing a lot of
Exactly.
exposure. You're just doing it different ways, which I totally agree.
Exactly.
Hmm. I forgot what I was gonna say. I was gonna say something else. I can't
Do I need to get the bong stink of remembrance?
remember. No, no, no.
Oh, sure. I have it in the background. It'll
Not
hurt
yet.
a bit, but you'll remember.
I will definitely remember. I definitely. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say like. Oh yeah. So the other thing I was gonna say was
Uh-huh.
actually is that a lot of people also think that I've seen two kinds of content creators usually. And that is like the
Uh-huh.
one trick pony content creators, where they only stream one kind of thing and they're known for that one kind of thing, which is good
Yes.
because that is a good way to have quick
Mm,
followers. You can get a lot of really quick followers by doing that. But the
I'd
problem
say
is, well, see, the problem is with it is that you actually ever if you ever want to like do something else, try something else, you
you
will
fucked.
lose everything. Like I had a
Mm-hmm,
friend who
mm-hmm,
normally does like Dragon Ball Z Dokkan kind of stuff and
mm-hmm.
Pokemon stuff, and he wanted to stream something completely different, and he lost 90% of his followers because he did something different, and he
You want
pretty
to
much
know
destroyed
how you could
himself.
actually save that?
It's really just either making.
Start off. It's literally start off with something different, or start off with what they want and then later on lead into something different.
Well,
I'd say start off with it.
what I think is to
Mm-hmm.
start off as a variety content creator and advertise yourself as a variety content creator, because
No, like the way I say it is this: do that because the thing is, if you start off with variety, you're definitely gonna be like able to move and around and do whatever you want.
mm-hmm,
But also, it leaves you open to a bigger pool. How to put it?
mm-hmm,
If I am a World of Warcraft streamer, if I'm not streaming World of Warcraft, everyone's leaving because I'm not providing what they want to see. If
mm-hmm,
I'm a variety streamer, I can do a lot of things and people can come around from everything and I can grab a little bit here and there from every single community.
mm-hmm.
You get a bigger pool with less followers at the beginning, but as you go on, you'll get more and more and more.
Yep,
But
because you
if you're
start
stuck to a
slower.
game, yeah, but if you're stuck to a game, you'll be streaming that game, and sure, you'll do really, really well in that game. But the moment you stop playing the game, oh no. And if that game suddenly dies, you're screwed.
Yep, 100%.
Like, I say variety is probably the best thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like being a variety streamer is probably the best thing to advertise yourself out. Because yes, you grow slower, but the people who are going to grow with you are watching you because they're watching for you, not
Mhm.
for the game you're playing. Like if you're an Overwatch streamer and you only play Overwatch and you want to try like the Marvel's Rivals kind of game, you'll probably lose the
Exactly.
majority of your audience because they never want to watch you play something. They want to watch you play Overwatch. That's the one thing they want to play.
Variety. See, Vector. That's why you tend to
Yeah,
do
it's
variety
why I
games
tend
because
to
it does
play
help.
Friday. Yeah, it does. It's slower, and you're going to have that burnout a couple times where you're like, oh no, no one's
So
coming and watch my streams. But keep in mind that if you just keep going, keep growing, keep doing what you like to do,
exactly,
you will just get more followers and loyal followers. So that's the big thing. A lot of people are
exactly.
not really getting the loyal people who want to watch you play things. You know,
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's the loyalty of people
people
that
are
watch me.
going to get
I
bored.
like
Same thing. Yeah.
do actually. I have a story for this. Actually, okay. So I don't think of myself as very big. Everyone around me tells me I'm very big compared to them, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, maybe I don't see myself as very big. I had a um, I had a girl who sorry about this, but
Yeah. No.
yeah,
You
she
like.
would
I had a girl.
she would come in and watch my streams. And one day I was doing one of the community nights where everyone could just kind of chill out and everything else like that. She came in and said, all that stuff. And then it was actually, I think it was actually off stream. I can't remember if it was on or off stream because it's been like a few months. But well, she basically came on and then talked to me and all that stuff. She apparently had cancer, and
Oh.
she loved watching my streams, and I kind of helped her get through it. And then she thanked me, that she was like, I was her favorite creator. And I'm gonna be honest, I started bawling.
Aww.
I started bawling.
Aw, that's so adorable. I love that.
I legit cried for like an hour.
Aw. Well, I like
That
that. I like that. That's good. That's a good
I
story.
would rather have only 100 viewers of that caliber than any of 1,000 that don't care.
Which is smart. Which is smart. I like that. I like that.
It's
That's
not
really
just
good.
smart; it's just healthier.
Well, it's smarter to like have that kind of mentality. You want to stream
Hmm.
for those kind of people because those are the
Exactly.
people who are wanting to watch you for you. You know, like
Yeah.
it's so and no matter what, as a streamer, that like will carry you throughout many years of all
Hmm.
burnout.
Hmm.
You know,
Hmm.
knowing that you helped someone who was
It,
at almost the lowest in their life
it
come
gave him a
back.
smile.
Yeah,
It
that is
really.
the best feeling. That is such a good feeling, and you should be proud of yourself for doing that.
I all I'm gonna say is as a guy who didn't think he'd even get 5 followers to where I'm at right now, I am more happy that she even decided to watch my thing than she was, like, because
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't see myself as that important, but the fact that she loved my stuff that much, basically, that's why I don't think I'll ever stop.
Mm-hmm. And you know
I'll
what?
probably be
Keep
doing
it up.
this either till the day I die, or till I don't know, until I make even more stuff because I do have bigger plans coming in the future.
Ooh, I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them. That'd be
I
cool.
can't wait to show everybody.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. All right, let's get to the next question. Next question.
Yeah.
When you first started streaming compared to now, have you noticed any differences?
Yes, I have regrets. I should have done more stuff than I thought I should have.
What are those things?
Also, it's one of those things. If I know I couldn't do the stuff I've been planning on doing, which I want to show everybody, but I literally can't yet because I have things coming in the future that I really want to show everybody, and I can't because future shit. But I definitely have things I really wish I did beforehand, like Twitter. I feel like I should have done a lot more, changed up my approach and everything else like that. YouTube, I should have changed up my approach a lot beforehand. And honestly, I really should have done a lot more. But at the same time, I realize can't change the past. Just keep going. Keep
Mm-hmm.
going, learn from what you do, and keep going.
True.
You know what you didn't know then, so you know it now, so do it now.
Agreed. Yeah, exactly.
I look
Like
on my earliest streaming as melancholy fondness.
melancholy fondness. Okay.
Yeah. I look back at myself and go, "Oh, you sweet little dumbass! You're gonna make so many."
Well, hey, you know what they say is those cringe moments that you deal with. It just shows that you are not as cringe anymore because you realize they were cringe moments. I don't think
Do you want to
that's
do you want to
true,
throw
but
back
yeah.
from the past?
What
You want to
what?
throw back from the past? You want to see Side Point One?
Yeah, sure. Oh, actually, no. You showed me this before.
Did I show you this?
Yeah, you showed me this during your show.
Oh yeah, I did. Damn.
You realize you showed me quite a bit. Showed me quite a bit.
I did. I have a lot showed. I'm gonna be
He's
honest. I mean,
shown
I'm very
me
proud of it.
a
I'm also sad about it.
lot. He showed me a lot.
Ew, ew.
Oh, whoa. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Oh, also, this reminds me of a story myself, actually. I actually, going back to one thing we were talking about, how, like, lewd tubers are being, like, shunned by a lot of the communities. I
think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb, too, but I did a collab once where we would play Delta Room. And I will always regret this because I realized that you need to keep in mind that there is different VTubers who do have different standards in their streams and the communities. Again, you want to make sure that if you don't like something, you mold your community around the way that you want to portray the rest of the communities. Unfortunately, sometimes people take that as a wrong way and they realize that they want to kind of alienate other communities by doing that. Instead of accepting them,
For me,
they're very alienated.
for me, if I find someone who doesn't, how put it? When it comes to communities like clashing, sometimes you'll have that. I fully agree. But if I find people that just generally are like, how put it? Trying to think of a way to word this to where it makes sense for even an average Joe who doesn't understand it. It'd basically be like, say I got the furry community into Star Wars. Not every Star Wars fan is going to be in like favor of the furries coming in and all that shit, right? And not every furry is going to be wanting to go into Star Wars, you know? For those who are just adamantly not wanting to even think about the other side, I ban them. Straight up.
Just no.
If you are not open-minded enough to try and change your opinions, that's why I made hot takes. I want people who disagree with each other to talk. I don't care if you have a stuck opinion and everything else like that. Even though I have my own opinions and I'm stuck in some of them, I want the people to like make comments about it. And even if we don't change our minds by the end, I want us to at least have a discussion about it.
Yep, I agree with that. That's a good way to have it.
I've seen people go like, you shouldn't be talking to this person. You shouldn't be saying this about this thing. I'm like, block, ban, block. Because in my opinion, if you're trying to shut down any conversation, even if it's like with I'm having like one with like, say I'm having one with like Joe Rogan, you just absolutely hate that guy, you know? I'm still talking to him. You can't stop me from doing it because, in my opinion, if I can't talk to it and you're trying to silence the conversation, I think that you're just like trying to avoid someone challenging your ideas.
I can see that.
I hate that so much.
So finishing my story though.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're totally good. You're totally good. We go off tangents all the time on this show, so I'm totally cool with it. But so what happened was that I was doing a stream, a collab with playing Deltarune. I learned that you really shouldn't have too many of the different sides of different communities meld into each other because it does create controversy. And even though I'm very relaxed with everyone, and I'm usually don't care what you do, I'm usually the kind of person that I won't judge you unless you do something hurtful to me. Then I judge you. But if you don't, or if you've done something else, I usually want to give you trust. I trust the person, they've gotten better kind of situation, which have batted me in the butt multiple times. But in this case, I got a lot of lewd VTubers to collab with a lot of non-lewd VTubers. And unfortunately, what happened was that we had a very bad discussion afterward with the collab. This was supposed to be a monthly kind of series that we all going to try to do, and we only ended off the first one because we didn't accidentally, it come on, we took the goat mommy and made it a sexual thing, which I think a lot of people do that all the time anyway. But because we did that, and the person that was really into Deltarune, their communities didn't like that we sexualized one of their characters. So she got really pissed off at us and pretty much said, I don't want to do this anymore. And I felt bad because I was the person that was hosting the whole thing, and I didn't really realize that I mixed the two kind of communities together.
Don't feel bad.
Well, this was 4 years ago, so it's not bad.
Because the reason I'm saying don't feel bad is because you don't know. People have a bunch of different opinions. I probably people all the time who have very big disagreements. That's perfectly fine. The thing is this: you learn from it, you move on.
Yep.
People are gonna disagree. If you can't learn to disagree and just be okay, we disagree and it's fine, they're not worth having.
Yep. True. I guess I'm just like the minority in this kind of way of thinking, where like I don't care if you have so many different like views and comments on certain kind of
Mhm.
things. I just like to play video games, so I just want to bring you guys
Yeah.
together because you guys are all fun people, and I like to play video games with you. But I don't realize that sometimes, even though I can enjoy it, some people might not, and they might have
I
a
totally agree
very
with
like
that.
strong opinions on certain things, and they might not mesh. So I might bring them together because they both have the understanding of wanting to play with me. Like my VTuber collab with Goose Goose Duck, you know, I brought a
Mhm.
lot of different communities together under that like realm, and it worked out very
Yeah.
well. But there was some controversy in the background that I had to deal with because I
Oh
had
yeah.
so many different people, so many different communities all come together, and they all had like dirty laundry that they had to like spread out, you know?
You.
Yep. There's a lot of dirty laundry. A lot of dirty laundry, unfortunately. Luckily,
Lots of
all
it.
was behind a lot of closed doors, and everything was taken care of on the back end. But just know that every single time I've ever had a Goose Goose Duck collab with a whole bunch of different VTubers, there was some kind of controversy that I had to deal with. Either they were not comfortable with the audience they were dealing with, or they were not comfortable with like
Okay.
the social aspect of it. Like they are very shy VTubers, and they jump into a stream where there's a lot of bombastic and a lot of loud
I'm gonna be
VTubers. It's
honest.
gonna be a lot of that.
I'm gonna be honest. In one way, this is may sound rude, but if you're a very quiet person and you just don't, and you're just trying to get into like a collab like that, you should be at least willing to go like, yep, I know this was gonna be like a whole thing. But if you still like complain about it afterwards, I'm like, dude, you joined this. If you were that like shut in, you shouldn't have joined it if you really didn't want to.
Mm.
You know, I get why.
I can definitely see that, but like it's like bringing your the introverted friend to like a party, you know. Like you might not
Yeah,
wanted to go, but you wanted to go with your friend, so you want to go hang out with
yeah.
your friend. But it sucks when your friend leaves the party or leaves to another area and you just sitting there at the party by yourself. You know, it's kind of the same kind of feel, you know, because even though they're all
Understandable.
there for me, because I was the one that met them and bring them all together, I'm the host. There's a lot of
Mhm.
times where I'm not going to be interacting with them, and they'll be interacting with a lot of strangers, and
Yes.
sometimes they might not be comfortable. Like look at Miko. Miko, we want to get her on the show, but she's very shy.
Hmm.
She's not shy with you. She likes to hang out with you, but I'm still not in that level with her where she wants to be comfortable to come on my show. So it's that kind of levels kind of thing.
I feel like that. I think it's one of those things of if you're that shy, start out with smaller collabs, then go into bigger
Mm-hmm.
ones. That's
Yo,
what I
what's up?
think.
What's up, Min? It's great to see you.
Yo.
Dude, Min, I played a Nuzlocke stream a little bit ago. You should go watch it because all my Pokemon died.
How did you fail at Nuzlocke?
Dude, like out of nowhere, this like this guy just had all these legendary Pokemon just like freaking destroy me, and I had like the full like awesome people, and I didn't think they all die, and just freaking all died. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so I
Damn.
lost my very first Nuzlocke. I might have to do another one. I'll be right back. Okay, sounds good, buddy. But anyway, going back to what we were talking about before. Yeah, I agree 100%. Like being able to like know your faults and being able to
Mhm.
like better yourself from it is probably the best thing to do. And that's why I ask these questions, make people aware of their faults. Um, but let's get in some fun questions. Are you ready for it?
Yes, I'm very ready. Wait, those
Cool.
were the not fun ones? I had a blast with those.
Oh, they're all fun. They're all really good. But these are just kind of like just
Yeah.
random like questions that I just like to ask at the end.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, what's your favorite video game or video game franchise?
That's difficult because
Yep,
I
this is
do
probably
by
the
genre.
most. This is most
I,
difficult question you probably be asked.
I do genre based, if that makes sense. I don't do,
You don't have like
you
a
know,
top 10. You're like top 5.
the
That means
top
a lot to
10 would
you.
have a bunch of different games in different genres.
Which makes sense
And
because
each one, yeah.
you can be like, this is my
Yeah.
favorite shooter. This is my favorite life sim. This is my favorite like
Yeah.
gotcha. You know, and I can definitely see that. But what
Uh,
would be the number 1, 2, or 3?
if I can go up to three, I would say, starting at three, it would definitely be Final Fantasy 14 as the best RPG slash JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to put Metal Gear Rising as the best hack and slash.
Wow.
Period. because
Wow.
that game is the memes, Jack. Have you heard of the memes?
The memes. The
The
memes.
memes.
All about
And
the
if I had to put it
memes.
at number one, son of a bitch, Fallout New Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Best character creator, best story in a game, in my opinion, and best world to be living in, if that makes sense. Because everyone there has purpose. The amount of the amount of changes you can do based on like your choices is monumental. I played that game more than 17 times, and I can definitely say this: I'm still getting changes.
It's always cool. I always like that. I always like that. I have games like that too, and I think they're really fun. They're really cool. Really cool. Cool. I like that. I like that. That's a good idea. It's good. Good games. Good games. Good taste. Good taste. I like it. If you could live in any video game or anime world, what world would you like to live in?
Oh god, any video game or anime world? Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
You there?
Yeah. Hello. Can you not hear me?
Oh wait, hello?
Hi.
Okay, yeah, and I can hear you. So sorry, I think either my internet or someone's internet just went wild for a second.
Okay, cool, awesome. I was like, oh shoot, did my thing crash? I was like, so I'm looking around, like, I'm moving, should be good.
I think Discord's messing up. I don't know. I would have to say if I like video game or anime world to live in. If I had to say anime world to live in, I'd say SAO, just because the technology of playing games without the actual like death part, you know.
Yeah, like a VR kind of style world.
Oh
kind
yeah,
of thing
that
you go
stuff
into.
would be like killer to play in. If I had to say anime world, that's difficult.
Isekai, being a fantasy
Yes.
world.
I would say. If that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
That'd be a cool world. I like that world. That'd be
That
cool.
one would be fun, just
like that one.
because as long as they befriend, Rimuru, I'm perfectly safe.
Right? Get named by Rimuru, and you're freaking much
Yeah.
set. You
Like,
know,
like,
you're
you do that
good.
and you're good.
You're good. You know, I'd
After
be
that,
down for that.
you're just chilling after that.
True.
'Cause, either way you win.
Yep.
Wait, that was both anime. I just had to say video game world. Shit.
Well, you can just say dot hack sign if you really want to say like Sword Online kind of style thing. That's the same thing.
If I had to say video game world, I would have to actually go with
Fallout.
No, that's a hellhole, literally.
You told me there's a world you like to live in.
I said that is like the best gaming world to like be immersed in, basically.
You didn't
like
say
living
that.
in by immersion. I just said living, but I meant like, I can see myself being an actual person in that time.
Nah, I got you.
I would
Best
say
one
if I
yet.
had to say video game world, I'd have to say, Sims, because nothing changes.
Well, yeah,
Like, I
but
just do.
you be controlled by someone else.
To be fair, if that's the case, then even if I said I was gonna be in Dead Space, I'd still be Isaac Clarke.
True. Best
I'd
one.
still fuck either way.
Yeah, no, I don't want to live in a Dead Space world. Although I don't want to be
Oh, no,
reincarnated as a
sure.
vending machine either. Well, I don't know about that one.
Fair point.
Min, I don't know about that one. But next question for you is that if you could collab with anyone, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
Yeah, God, this is a bit of a tough one. Because there's like
Save the
three
best for
creators.
last.
There's three creators I want to collab with. One, Takahata. Two, I'm going backwards because Takahata's actually third in my place. Like he's number 3, so Takahata's third.
Takahata's
Silver Veil is definitely second.
Really? Is she still streaming? I haven't seen much about her.
I think she still streams and all that stuff.
Okay. I haven't seen her do much lately, so I don't know.
I'd say Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse is a good one. I agree. Iron Mouse is definitely one of those.
Iron Mouse or Numi, because I'd definitely proving I'm the big spot. Definitely.
I agree.
I mean, hell, I can prove it to you right now.
Oh. Yep. Definitely prove it to me.
I win.
Yep,
I win.
You win. You got me there.
A straight up win.
Yep. Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Awesome. Okay, so next question for you is that what is next for you? Other than your maid cafe next
So,
job.
are, are you talking about like what are we meaning by next? Are you talking like
So
next
what
month
would you
or
like to
next
accomplish next? What's your goals? What would you like to do next? Other than making a
one?
maid cafe.
One, fuck you. That mid cafe would be the best thing ever.
Go for it. Do it. I would say go for it.
Second, I want to do a new debut. How I thought everything should have been at the very beginning, in my opinion. So I'm re-debuting everything. That's actually sooner than you guys think.
Oh, guys, hear that? Hear that?
Probably either this month or the next.
Oh, shit.
I want to get more into voice acting, and then when I feel like I'm stable enough with this, I want to start writing my manga. I want to start writing the comic book I've been having on the back end for like 2 years.
Mm.
And it's the way I have it is the manga air style comic is going to be basically a samurai journeying from Japan to the Wild West. Because if
Oh.
you know about this, the samurai and the Western style of living for the Wild West actually coincided with each other.
True.
So I was gonna call it trip from the trip from the east.
That'd be cool.
Instead of journey to the west, it's trip to the east or trip from the east, basically.
Nice, nice. I'll let see that. I'll let see that. That'd be cool to see.
Because I like the style of Journey to the West. I have a few character ideas and I really want to write it. Other than that, I really want to do more voice acting because I do think I'd be decent at it. I've been wanting to do more of it. The problem is living situation makes it difficult right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I know the feels.
Like-
I know the feels.
Because the problem is I don't have my own room, so I can't like scream at the top of my lungs.
Yeah, you gotta be very quiet.
I do. I have to be decently quiet. I share a room, so I can't really, I don't have time in the day to go like, hey, I'm gonna record this or anything else like that late at night. I just can't do it,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
So
I understand.
It's one thing that does annoy me, so I like have to be very particular about when I record things. And even then, I haven't been able to record much in the way of things like yet recently because I've been trying to do the whole debut shit. Which
True.
hopefully will be announced on my either Twitter or anything like that, either this week or by the end or the beginning of next week.
You guys, stay tuned. Stay tuned. This will be really cool. This is really cool. But hey,
I
let's.
really hope it will be good.
It will be
I
good.
spit a
It
lot
will
of
be
other
good.
shit.
It will be good. You'll like it. You'll like it. Let's get into the last question of the night. Now, I love this question. It's my favorite question. I even asked the legendary Iron Mouse this question. I went
nice.
I went to her panel and asked her this question. So this
Oh
question.
my god.
Yep. So you
He's
about
a
to be.
simp.
I am. Freaking. Are you surprised? That
I'm
a
not
thing?
surprised. I'm
Like-
not surprised.
Like, do you see the 3 characters up there? You see all of these?
No, I see it. Dude, I'm more jealous of it. Like the best thing I have right now on my desk is like a statue of Luffy and a Gunpla.
Yep, which is also good taste. Good taste.
Oh
but
no, I've actually had to make another Gunpla after this.
nice. Well, hey, go for it. That'd be cool to see. That'd be
Oh,
cool
yeah.
to see. But this question, it means a lot. So that's why I want you to answer it super truthfully. If you could
Gotcha.
have any advice for those who might want to get into streaming or VTubing, what would it be?
This is one I think a lot about because I asked a similar question on my stream a lot, and I keep having different answers. But I think I've come to one that I think I will basically be mimicking from here on out. Keep going. The moment you stop is the moment you never continue, basically. The moment you stop is the moment you know you'll never get big. That's my point. Keep going, keep learning, keep going. The
Yep.
moment you stop is the moment everything ends. It doesn't end until you say it does. If you get knocked down and you're finally out of the game, is the only time you'll admit it. When you admit you're out is the moment you're out. If you keep going, nothing's ever gonna stop you.
It's the potential of hope when it comes to that
It's
kind
not
of
even
stuff.
just a
Then.
picture of hope, it's just general fact.
Well, no,
I
like
didn't
you're
think anything
right.
about this.
So what I meant by that was that like you're 100% correct. If you stop, you have absolutely no idea how close you could have been. And we know for sure you will not get there because you stopped. But if you keep going, you always will have the potential to always keep on growing because you are still being consistent and you still keep on growing, keep on going, keep on
Exactly.
moving. But you will only lose if you give up. You'll only start to give up because now you know for a fact that no matter what, you will not get there
It's over.
because you stopped. Mhm.
Exactly.
It's like that
That's the thing.
one mining meme when the person's like about to hit gold and he's like, I give up.
Exactly.
You never
The
know.
moment you give up, yeah, the moment you give up is the moment you realize you either could have been so close or you just it was just over at that point. It
True.
depends on you. But that's the advice I'd give. Keep going.
Yep,
I
keep
believe
going.
in you at least.
Good. Yeah, see, look at that. Little coffee imp over here believes you in a little maid outfit. And if a maid outfit imp says you can do it, no argument, no argument.
I mean, to be fair, I've made it to almost 1,000 subs actually.
Hey, go.
I know, right? All right.
Keep it up, my friend. Keep it up. Keep it up. Well, hey, that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for answering every single one of my questions. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I enjoy answering. It's kind of weird being on the other end of it in a weird way.
Yeah, it's
Like,
nice to be
usually I'm the
asked
one asking
questions.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I need to be on your show when I get my model.
Oh, yeah, definitely. 100%. The moment
This
you
would
have
be cool.
it fully, yeah.
This would be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward because you saw a little bit of it. It has a little Alistair
did.
inspiration as well.
Oh, no, yeah. I can't wait to see it, actually. I can't wait to see it in motion more than anything else. But yeah, no, honestly, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to debut my own one, which will hopefully happen this month. Artists be kind, because I'm about to strangle a few of them.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But
Hopefully.
for now, everyone at home, thank you guys so much for drumming in. You guys are all freaking amazing. If you guys have any
Thank you.
wrap up questions you guys like to ask, definitely ask them now. Any more last minute spins, definitely go for it. While we wait, I want to say again, thank you so much for coming on my show. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for giving me your time. It was a lot of fun. It was a really good time.
I love talking about this stuff and having a conversation where I'm not in my own, thing is kind of interesting.
This is good. We had some good debates. We had some good debates. We had a good, like, hot topics.
A few hot takes.
A little hot takes. Oh my gosh, he said the thing. He said the thing.
I will say it. Yeah, no, fucking, hold me to it. Like, legit, I enjoy doing that.
Which is fun. It's really fun. It's really fun. We'll definitely hang out again
yeah.
soon. We'll definitely hang out again soon. But yeah, until then, I hope you guys all take care of yourselves. Do you want to send the raid out? I always like to give my guests the first opportunity.
Well, if we're going to raid someone, let's raid the, let's see. Who's actually on that I know could use a raid? Let's raid my friend Ella That Gamer. She is the dog girl and she's playing Sons of the Forest.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Send me whatever the link is.
Do you need the link or the name?
The name.
Okay. Let me, it's right here. That is not the right thing. Well, I'm not posting your link to yourself. You're not rating yourself right now.
What?
Hi,
Raiders!
Hey, Raiders, how's it going? It's me again. That's the thing.
Ella the Gamer. I wonder why that looks
Ella
familiar.
That Gamer. She's you've probably seen her on my stream, or you have probably seen her.
Oh
around.
yeah, she was on the show too. She was on the show.
Oh, she was on the show.
Yeah, she was on the show with you.
Oh yeah, no, on the show. Yeah, on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, your show, not my show. She hasn't been on my show before, but she looks cool. I like her. She looks fun. She looks great.
We do like a remnant stream every Thursday.
I like it. That sounds cool. Well, hey, let's go give all the loves to that person. We'll go and check him out, Ellen. But thank you guys so much for joining in. You guys all freaking amazing. I will see you guys next time. Definitely go give all the amazing shout outs to this lovely imp. He deserves it. We want to see another 1,000 followers for this person. So let's see it. Let's see it. Almost there.
Hopefully get there. Like, I want to see you guys more often.
Yeah, all the stuff.
Follow Tricky, he's the best. If you don't follow him, I will start throwing bananas.
Sounds good. All right, thank you guys so much for joining in. We're gonna give this amazing person an amazing raid, so let's go do that right now. Until then, I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye everyone. Bye. Oh, don't leave Discord yet, okay?
I'm not gonna leave Discord yet, but I have one thing to say.
Awesome. You went into my soul. You went into my soul. Bye everyone. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. That was actually really fun.
Oh, fun.